Hey, jugglers. A little while back I did an interview with Sean Livingston for IJA, and I talked a little bit about taking photos of juggling and how to make it more interesting. Well, today I'm going to take you with me on a photo shoot. So let's go. So, the main problem we have with photographing juggling is the movement. The whole aesthetic of juggling comes from the movement of the juggling, and that doesn't transfer very well to one single image in a photograph. So, for example, look at this 5 club. It looks great, but if I were to take a photo of it, it's not quite as interesting as the real life. So, even worse than that is a whole sequence of cool juggling. For example, nice. So that whole sequence was awesome, as one whole. But there was no single image in the sequence which was awesome on its own. So today my plan is to show you different ways I think about juggling and photography, and how to render juggling interesting in one single image. First way I like to make juggling interesting is to almost think of it as dance photography. So you want to find a juggler who has some experience in movement that helps her up. In this case, Fabio is a beast. And we're going to take some juggling and put some body movement in it and try to make it cool. Sweet. Another one of my favorite things is architecture or abandoned place photography like this. So I like to use that with juggling to make the seemingly boring base pattern more interesting. So, for example, just a photo of this place on its own. Cool. So now, what we're going to do is take Fabio and just have him juggle 6 clubs in this photo. So, go ahead. Yeah, if you already have an eye for architectural photography or anything like that, just look for nice lines, nice shapes, and then complement it with nice juggling, and you can get a cool shot out of it. Quick tangent, I'd like to talk about shutter speed. The shutter speed you choose for your photo can have a great effect on the atmosphere of the photo. For example, here's 3 club doubles at 1/60th of a second. As you can see, there's a huge blur and we can hardly see the clubs at all. Now the same trick, at 250th of a second, there's only a slight blur, the clubs still have some life in them, but it's almost frozen. Now at 2,000ths of a second, the image is completely frozen. What shutter speed you choose is completely up to you, and that'll change the atmosphere of your photo. So experiment, play around. Cool. One way we can make juggling more interesting is by not juggling at all. What we're going to do is more like portraiture, but holding juggling props in a cool way. So, let's have a look. Nice. And again, yeah. Sweet. Oh. Alright, thanks jugglers for following us today. Thank you so much to Fabio for being my beautiful model.
Pleasure.
Thank you to Jay behind the camera. And check out my Instagram, PhotoNorby, for all the photos, and Fabulous Juggling for all more photos.
And more juggling.
Ciao, ciao.